네, 안녕하세요. 출판사그래 라경인입니다. 2022년 8월 30날 화요일 혼공일지 해커스 오픽 어드밴스드 공략 78조 문장 전체 외우기 챌린지 2부를 시작합니다. 1부에서는요, 두 번에 걸쳐서 본문을 다 적었는데 스피킹으로 조금 더 명료하게 외우는 모습을 보여드리고 제가 언제쯤 명료하게 외울 수 있을까요? 조금 헛웃음이 나지만, 네, 스피킹으로 한번 그러면 안 보고 지금부터 계속 안 보고 외우고 있어요, 여러분. 네, 정말 억울하네요. 하여튼 안 보고 외우는 거, 그렇게 천천히 외우게 되고 자꾸 실수가 나오는 겁니다. 한번 그게 자연스러운 거 아닐까요? 네, 한번 외웁시다. 시작. I live in a boarding. 다시, I live in a boarding house. I live in a boarding house. So there are a lot of students who live in my building. I have gotten to know quite a few of them. So, but my favorite neighbor is Minju, who lives directly across the hall from me. And he has he is about 180 centimeters, and he has short black hair and wears glasses. He opens up to people easily and is very outgoing. He is very tall. He is very tall. 그 앞에 아닌가요? 그쵸. 다시 한번 더, 처음부터. 시작. I live in a boarding house, so there are a lot of students who live in my building. I've got to know quite a few of them, but my favorite neighbor is Minsu, who lives directly across the hall from me. Minsu and I both are 23 years old. He is very tall. He is about 180 centimeters, and he has short black hair and wears glasses. Um, I gotta say, he opens up to people easily and is very outgoing. I gotta say가 먼저 들어가지 않나요? 네, 다시 한번. I saw when I first met 이렇게 넘어가야 돼요. 왜 자꾸 여기서 버벅거리지? 다시 시작. I live in a I live in a boarding house, so there are a lot of students who live in my building. I have got to know quite a few of them, but my favorite neighbor is Minsu, who lives directly across the hall from me. Minsu and I are 23 years old. He is very tall. I would say she is about 180 centimeters, and he has short black hair and wear glasses. He opens up to people easily and is very outgoing. Um, we've we have really close ever since. 이거 하기 전에 I first met at dinner when I moved into boarding house a few months back. Um, he saw I was new and immediately strike up a conversation with me. Well, we have been really close ever since. We like to play sports together. Usually this means kicking a soccer ball around at shooting the hoops. I find his easygoing manner quite charming. I think I'm very lucky to have such a good neighbor. 일단 여기까지인데 조금 느리죠. 다른 애들 보니까 엄청 우르르 이렇게 말을 하더라고요. 생각도 안 하고 말을 하던데. 언제쯤 좀 그렇게 되죠? 자, 시작. I live in a boarding house, so there are a lot of students who live in my building. I have got to know quite a few of them, but my favorite neighbor is Minsu, who lives directly across the hall from me. Minsu and I both are 23 years old. He is very tall. I used to say he is about 180 centimeters and he has short black hair and wears eyeglasses. Oh, I first met at dinner when I moved into the boarding house. A few months back. He saw that I was new and immediately struck up a conversation with me. 안 하고 있다. He's often 이거 안 했죠. 그러니까 그의 외형을 얘기한 다음에 he opens up to 이 얘기를 했었어요. 그걸 안 했다. 다시 한 번 더. 시작. I live in a boarding house, so there are a lot of students who live in my building. I have got to know quite a few of them, but my favorite neighbor is Minsu, who lives directly across the hall from me. Minsu and I both are 23 years old. Minsu is very tall. I used to say he is about 180 centimeters and he has short black hair and wears glasses. He opens up to people easily and is very outgoing. I first met at a dinner when I moved into the boarding house a few months back. He met I was new, immediately strike up a conversation with me. We've had been really close ever since. We like play sports together. Usually this means kicking a soccer ball around and shooting hoops. I find his easygoing manner quite charming. I think I'm very lucky to have such a good neighbor. 네, 일단 여기까지 하도록 할게요. 여기서 또 이거 올 안 하고 슈팅 흡수 이거 안 고친 것 같은데 괜찮을까요? 이거 올 한 번만 더 고치는 모습 보여드리고 해야 될 것 같은데 이거 올라 안 했죠? N으로 또 발음한 것 같은데 마지막에 진짜 마지막 시간이 없어. 이제 한자 해설서 작성해야 되기 때문에 시간이 진짜 없다고요. 오늘 더 이상 이렇게 늦어질 순 없다. 더 이상 안 돼요. 입을 올려야 돼. 자, 시작. I live in a boarding house, so there are a lot of students who live in my building. I've got to know quite a few of them, but my favorite neighbor is Minsu, who lives directly across the hall from me. Minsu and I are both 23 years old, and he is very tall. I would say he is about 180 centimeters, and he has short black hair and is very, yeah, and wears glasses. He opens up to people easily and is very outgoing. I first met him at a dinner when moved into the boarding house a few months back. He met I was new and immediately struck up a conversation with me. We have been really close ever since, and we play sports together. Usually, this means kicking a soccer ball around or shooting hoops. I find his easygoing manner quite charming. I think I'm very lucky to have such a good neighbor. 그래서 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 출판사그래 라경인이었고요. 다음에는 조금 더 유리하게 말할 수 있는 모습 보여드리기 위해서 그래도 노력 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 오늘은 제가 조금 더 빠르게 말하는 거를 빠르고 좀 명료하게 말했으면 좋겠는데 역시나 힘들었나요? 네, 다음을 또 기약하면서 조금씩 나아지는 모습 보여드릴 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다. 네, 2022년 8월 30일 화요일 출판사그래 라경인이었고요. 출판사그래 네이버 블로그에서 다양한 학습 자료들 보시면서 이렇게 공부할 수도 있구나 라는 걸 한번 느껴보셨으면 좋겠고 또 유튜브에 토익 기출법과 분석 스크립트를 기반으로 한 강의도 있으니까요. 함께 보시면서 재미있는 영어 공부, 그리고 중국어 공부, 한자 공부 이어가시길 부탁드립니다. 오늘 그럼 여기까지 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 출판사그래 라경인이었습니다.